Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. Now many of you subscribers of the channel or viewers of the channel were left a little bit disappointed at the end of Clash at the Castle because not only did Drew McIntyre lose, we did not see Bray Wyatt or The Fiend return to WWE, and there was much speculation surrounding this. For me, I was very much on the fence, 50-50. I didn't want to go to the event live, which I was fortunate enough to attend, expecting a Bray Wyatt return. I wanted it to be a surprise, and at the same time I wasn't going to be disappointed if I didn't see him there. And I got to be honest with you, having been there at that event, it was not about Bray Wyatt or The Fiend. It was about Drew McIntyre. Win or lose, he was the star of that show. He brought most of those fans to that arena. The chance for Drew McIntyre, the support for Drew McIntyre was next level, and I saw the Broken Dreams theme again re-emerge. What more do you want? So I was very satisfied really in a way, and yes, I would have liked Drew to win. I didn't think it was going to happen because clearly the stock and the investment they've got in Roman Reigns is long term, and I truly believe the person to dethrone Roman Reigns will be Cody Rhodes. I just think it makes logical sense. It's got a great storyline arc there, and things can come full circle really for Cody Rhodes at Mania. It makes sense. So I'm all cool for Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, whatever we see potentially return to WWE, to be held back a little bit, to be put in place at the right time and it to make sense. Yes, we all want him to come back and insert himself into the main event title picture, get his revenge on Roman Reigns, but the problem is, what is next? You're a monster at the top of the mountain. Who are you going to fight? Who are you going to elevate? Now, if Bray Wyatt comes back, I'd love to see him reform the Wyatt family with a twist, and I'm going to do a separate video on that very, very soon. But it's a long way to go about just saying, to be honest with you, this may not be the right time to bring him back, and that's fine. But some interesting news has emerged as of late in regards to Bray Wyatt potentially having an offer from Freddie Prince Jr, a lucrative offer to join a startup wrestling promotion that's going to start in the future. Now, those of you who don't know Freddie Prince Jr, he's well known with WWE in creative. He worked as a producer, as a director at one point, and allegedly he was offered at one point the head writer role. So Freddie Prince Jr, in his own right, is a bit of a creative genius too, and he has offered Bray Wyatt this chance to join a startup promotion. Those two brains together would be fire. Do I think he's going to join it? No. I want to get your thoughts and opinions too as well. What do you think about this offer? Do you think he'll join? I don't think he will. And the reason I don't think he will is you think of the loyal fan base he has within WWE. Fans adore him. Freddie himself even described Bray Wyatt as the last box office draw in WWE. He's just unique. He brings something completely different to the product. You can't really put it into words, can you, what Bray Wyatt brings to the product? It's certainly unique. And many people are so connected to that Bray Wyatt and more recently Fiend persona. To give that up, to go somewhere else, would be a big risk. And yes, if the financial reward is there, he might go for that, and then might look at things away from kayfabe and just think, well, you know, I've got to put my family first, etc, etc. But look, WWE we're talking about here, it's going to be a hell of an offer they're going to offer you financially, and I don't think Bray Wyatt, I don't know his financial status, but I'm pretty sure he's not struggling, coming from one of the top merch movers in the past. So no, I don't think he's going to join this promotion, which will definitely mean it will be confirmed in the next couple of weeks he's going to sign. And another reason I don't think he's going to join is because there was speculation, again this is according to a Fightful Select report, it's going to be pretty legit, that Karrion Cross was also proposed the same offer. Now, if this was before Bray Wyatt, we don't know which way round it was, why would you go for, no offence to Karrion Cross, I think he's an absolute badass, and I think he's a great character, given time he'll come into his own on the main roster. He's no Bray Wyatt, is he? So why would you offer Karrion Cross that role before you then offer Bray Wyatt that role? I think they're just playing games a little bit. I honestly do. And Triple H was recently asked about Bray Wyatt and responded with this. One of the most, I mean this in the best way possible, crazy creative people I've ever been around. Mine just never stops creatively, but it's like being in a whirlwind of stuff Without the harness and somebody to point the tornado, it's all over the place. He's a victim of his own mind and is creative, and it's everywhere. But I love working with him. That message at the end, I love working with him, really stands out to me. I love working with him. Neither did he confirm or deny anything in regards to Bray Wyatt returning to WWE. So we know that relationship's there. We know how receptive people have been to Triple H, how open Triple H has been with his workers, and it's a good environment to go. One of the main reasons Bray Wyatt had issues with WWE wasn't really WWE, it was more Vince McMahon and the limitations he had creatively. So Triple H can harness that creative side, but give Bray the freedom to explore his ideas, then it's going to be groundbreaking, isn't it, with WWE? It's going to be scary good. But as I said, I got a Bray Wyatt, Wyatt family theory video coming up very soon where we explore some potential rivalries that we could see. Bit of a fantasy sort of video booking, but that's all good. Hey, that's what this channel is all about, letting our minds run wild, explore our creativity amongst one another. Thank you so much for watching the video. Again, get down in the comments section, share your thoughts and opinions, what you think of this whole situation. Of course, it'd be really appreciative if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching.